too, because we're watching. It's not like live or anything, so we can make it like a 1.5 times speed, so that way it's not like taking forever. But starting with Engraver. Okay, so we're playing Fiendsmith. Okay, grabbing Songt. Maybe just plays the very small package of Fiendsmith that we saw people playing before. So I'm not even sure if they're playing Lacrima or not, like the level 4 Okay, alright, well that's convenient timing. Convenient timing, am I right? If you win Worlds, I'll have my wife make you chicken adabo. I don't even know what that is, but run it. Run it, I'm down. Okay, so they're just gonna Fua there. Yeah, not using Lacrima to dump, so they just play the Songt, Engraver, Lacrima. Which that package always makes me so mad, because, like, technically it works, but what? Oh, nah. Oh, nah. Well, what's happening here? Is there a judge call or something? I'm about to say, because, like, we're also in 1.5 times speed. So, like, that was in the grave for a while. It's fair enough if they let him take it back. It's a regional. And honestly, I'd probably do the same thing, but... Okay, no, they're just gonna make Requiem, shuffle back Lacrima to special Engraver. Okay, they're gonna bell that. That seems like a crazy bell, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would let that go. Like, what are they gonna do? Summon Engraver, make SP, I draw another one? Summon Engraver, pass? Sure. Like, I'd want them to continue. If they make Sequence, then you can bell that. They're not making that. I probably wouldn't even bell that either. Okay, activate Ketsu. This is looking like it's gonna be a quick game. I'm not even gonna lie. They have to have Ash, otherwise it's already game over. Okay, or Fuas. I was gonna say like Fuas could help. Oh my gosh, they let Requiem go through. They Fua, they Ash it. Oh, that's so tough. They don't play Fiendsmith in Paradise, otherwise I would have dumped it last turn. Okay, so go ahead. Yeah, I mean, that's just crazy. It's tough. Like, Fua plus Dracotail engine is just so broken. You can say that about a lot of decks, though. Fua's just a broken card. It's like, you Fua the opponent, then you activate Ketsu, broken. You Fua the opponent, activate pre-prep, broken. I think that's Lucius that we added. And then we're going to go ahead, fuse off. Our opponent doesn't have Ash either. Otherwise, they for sure just Ash Ketsu. You would not have done Requiem Fua, because draw 1 isn't even that good. They're going to use Urgula, Pan, and Nib. Okay, go ahead, summon out the Artharion. They ashed Fua, they drew. Oh, that's game loss. That's game loss. Yeah, they're just going to scoop, yeah. I was going to say, they drew and like low-key shuffled it in. They were going to lose the game anyways. And looks like they're going to give him a warning now, which... Or no, maybe they're just setting the calculator? I can't tell. It looked like they touched the calculator for the life points and it changed it here. If they have it set up like that, that's fire. But I will say, the United Gross streamed this. They really need to add face cams. Face cams, I think, makes it so much better. So much better. Dracotail drawing so many monsters to fuse with is just broken in general. Yeah. It's a Filipino dish. My wife's Filipino. But I'm down. Down to try it. I don't know where I would try it, but I'm down. Okay, we can just skip into the next game. Like side decking, obviously, Dracotail's putting in hand traps. At least it was Fiendsmith. And then I assume the Mitsurugi players putting in like maybe like a Magatama or something going first, maybe. Because if they're playing Fiendsmith Mitsu with the small Fiendsmith package, it's really just pure Mitsu. Okay, so they're gonna bell the prayers and then activate Murakumo, which is still full combo. So they have to have more hand traps. Because this just adds Haba. Prayers tributing is so broken. So good. Honestly, face cams are funny in any game. Yeah, I like the face cams for sure. Like, being able to like see the players and their like expressions and stuff, I feel like, especially for a card game, I feel like is a big thing, because sometimes your body language can get the opponent to play in a different way. And being able to like see that is really cool. Because there's also certain ones that you can learn from. Like there's always like certain like little little things you can learn from. Like I remember Nesh for Master Duel taught me like the Veiler interaction with Nib, where you toggle off. Okay, I hit withdrawal. It's good. Where you toggle off, and then when your opponent gets to 5 summons, you toggle on and you hold it on, and they start seeing that you have an effect to activate, but it's only when they get to summon 5. And now you can bluff like a Veiler, Imperm, Fimena as a Nib. And being able to do something like that is crazy. Obviously, it's different in Master Duel in real life, but you can do something similar IRL. Okay, they're going to go ahead dump Night Sword, Serpent, and Kusanagi. Yeah, Night Sword. Okay. Kusanagi to add back. Looked like they targeted Saji, which does give them level 4s, which is going to give them Fiendsmith. Okay, yeah, summon out Serpent, add Saji, normal Saji. The opponent's also already hand-trapped us like twice. But it makes sense why they belled. Does it? What were they going to add? They were going to add... I guess like they are playing like more of a pure build, so them playing 2 Murakumo is like fair. Yeah, because if they start with ritual spells, oh my gosh, Ash on the Requiem. This might be a quick game. Set 1 pass. Are we going to see just an absolute blowout? Like if we see a Ketsu activated, it could just be game. It very well could just be game. Okay, normal Lucius effect, Imperm. Do we have a Chain Fimena? No. Activate Ketsu, Ash. Okay, hold on. They're still in this game. Okay. Still very much so in this game. I don't think the Mitsurugi player has... They don't have any known follow-up, though. Okay, yeah, draw for turn. Sure. Oh, my God. Yeah, bro. Nice one. Nice one. I hate this deck, bro. I hate this game. I hate this game. Can't you do the toggle thing even if you have no interaction? So, like, you can read if your opponent technically has an interaction sometimes. Like, it doesn't work every time, though. It doesn't work every time. Like, one time, I remember Nesh was like, bro, it works every time. And then I hopped into... He was streaming, actually. And we, like, ran through it over and over. And I was like... Because I was giving him advice for Worlds. Because I think he had just qualified for Worlds. And he was bringing that up to me. I didn't even know about that. And it works sometimes. It doesn't work all the time, though. So it's, like, kind of weird. But sometimes you can get information from him. But shout out Nesh, though. He's my GOAT. He's my GOAT. If I don't go to Worlds, hopefully he does really well at Worlds. But at the same time, I say that, but I always gotta root for the Americans. Okay, I just swing, prayers, tribute Murakumo. Murakumo's gonna get the summon itself back out, so unless if the opponent has an interaction for that, they lose. And even if they have an interaction for that, they're gonna be put on 0 cards, and Dracotail can't top deck out of it. They don't have like Spoon or anything to even like try. Yeah, it's just game. Yeah, even like Spoon still need like a blank. Spoon's not even legal. What am I talking about? Hey, the Spoon's not even legal. We're not playing Burst. I'm tripping. I've been playing a lot of Burst, but I have been playing a lot of Current too, and I've been playing Master Duel. I've been doing a lot. Add Trap Aramasa. Am I tripping? Oh, we tributed. Never mind. We tributed it for Mirror. Shout out to Nesh for taking my money in Iron Man's. Oh God. Live again. I am live. Hey, shout out to the title. The Trifluence is real. Like, Triv streaming a bunch has been making me want to stream a bunch. Like, he's been grinding. He's been putting in the hours. Like, I saw his stream titles from yesterday. Like, I know it wasn't, like, fully real, but he was, like, 5th stream of the day. Like, that shit's motivational. I'm not even gonna cap. It's low-key motivational. No, like dick ride, but straight up kind of motivational. But okay, beat over Futsu, so Trap's not live. They can't play here though. There's just no way they have, there's just no play. Unless they have Phyrexial. Phyrexial plays, because we have Lucius and Grave. But they have SP. But it'd still work though, right? Because they would just SP, banish, Phyrexial, summon Lucius, bounce Nib to hand, and it still works because you still have another body on board. Okay, beat over the Futsu. And now Jack, does have the trap set, but not engrave is bad. The token should have a lot. It doesn't actually have that much attack on it though, so it's not gonna be able to beat over Nib. So did we draw follow up again? Oh my god! Like, that's just not real, bro. That's just not real. Like, twice? Twice? They low-key, like... They low-key played in the Nib crazy bad the turn before. Like, we didn't even need it. Like, really all we needed was just, like, Murakumo discard, and you win the game. Because, like, unless... Because, like, they have to have Phyrexial at that point, right? So all you have to do is set up, like, Murakumo plus... prayers, and that's game. A board wipe beats them there. They go activate mirror, chain quick play spell, try to out the token, chain SP on token plus Nib, and now SP can just attack directly, and that's game. But they were already gonna lose to mirror anyways, so reads it. Okay, yeah, I can target tokens. They're just gonna read it and then scoop. Yeah, on to the next game. Yeah, they couldn't do anything there. Their opponent top deck pre-prep 2 turns in a row. That's like the best top deck twice. There's just no way you can win. There's just no way you can win. Bro, pre-prep needs to be hit, I can't lie. I kind of agree. It's going to be weird, though, because Mitsu's getting the structure deck in a few months. So it's like, how do they want to hit the deck without killing it, right? Obviously, you don't want to kill it if you're going to be making a whole product for it. And Mitsu's also just the type of deck that comes in and out of the format. Like remember back in, like, August where nobody played Mitsu cards, and then cards got hit, and all of a sudden, Mitsu just came back as, like, the dominant deck, Mitsu Yummy. Like, it's kind of crazy how it goes, like, in and out, even though it's, like, so good. Pause. Even though it's so good. Can you lower the music? Yeah, I can. Is that good? Let me know. Okay, Lucius, 5 mana using Malulu, Urgula to summon Arthaline. So now we get to add back, 5 mana, Malulu, and then use the 2 effects to go ahead and set from deck. And then we haven't gone through any of our spells yet. We still have Rahu. Might not set Ketu though, because if Rahu gets hit with, like, Ash, and there's still potential there's Impulse in their deck too. I was going to say, if it gets stopped, I think it's way more safer to set Flame. Even though Ketu would feel nice to go for. But now we could just go activate Rahu, and then use 5 mana from hand, plus a body from deck. We already 5 mana, so there's no Secretarian lines. So we're going to go for Phyrexial, plus 5 mana, okay. I wonder how many pans they play, because putting pan in grave isn't bad, because if your opponent ever board wipes you, then you get pan to summon back out like Lucius or something. And that's honestly like a fairly common scenario. But they're going to go ahead, set the Horn and Sting, so they have all the trap cards. They have Urgula to add back the 5 mana. Also could have used Arthaline and Lucius to make SP, but chose not to before they use Rahu. Which that doesn't feel great either. Like, I think, like, probably should have made SP. SP's kind of nice, I can't lie. It's not, like, the most broken card in this matchup, though, but it's still nice. Do we have a date for Demise and TCG? Oh, like the new support? I think it comes in Blazing. I might be wrong. Honestly, I really only know Burst. Like, I don't really know the stuff after that, but I think it comes in Blazing. The new Demise Ritual will allow it to be a 2-card starter, so pre-prep can hit, at least be semi-limited, or at least limited. Will allow you to be a 2-card starter. 2-card starters, I don't know, 2-card starters a little tough, but if your deck's just full of it, it works. Okay, Pot of Prosperity for 6, I assume. Yeah, let's say never would be 3 here. Okay, so I mean, they either hit the pre-prep that they needed for Engine, or they hit the Ghost Belt they needed to stop the Flame. Yeah. Now, it's gotta feel not great if you're Simon. They did set one from hand too. Could be Virtuous. Technically could be like Dragon's Mind. Called by, even. Yeah, there's not really that many other things it could be. Well, I guess there's a lot of things it could be. It is a regional round 3, so... Or round 4. Yeah, round 4. It says round 3, but it's round 4 because they're 3-0. So use Flame on Ritual just to force Bell. And then... If we have Called by, obviously, Chain. And we do not have Called by. I'm thinking of chaining Fimena then to be able to Malulu negate. I was gonna say, I don't think that's good though. So summon out Murakumo in defense, dump from deck. Okay, yeah, and they summon from hand. Ooh, okay. Is it Kusanagi Aramasa? To be able to add back and search for Haba, probably. And then Murakumo to wipe. Yeah, our opponent didn't put Pan in grave. Otherwise, right here, the Pan would have been able to summon Lucius back, which is really good. Sting onto the ritual spell plus Kusanagi. And then they have Murakumo negate, which also makes it to where they can't Ghoul pop right now. And if the negate goes through, it's actually a good negate because we actually get a card back and we get to keep Kusanagi in rotation. So that basically forces them to discard. They're thinking in response that they want to chain Horn. I would say no. I want to chain Horn here. That's a really... Okay. How many cards do they have in hand? Maybe they feel like they need to do this. I'm gonna say, it doesn't feel great though. Sting's not gonna be in deck. Nah, well, like, yeah, not dumping Pan is just such a mistake. Like, you can see how, like, if you make these, like, what seems to be tiny mistakes, like, I just need to dump one from deck, it can be a really big difference. Really big difference. I think they just wanted to set up Arthaline being able to add back Phyrexial on this turn. Okay, discard Lucius, put back, yeah, draw a bunch off the trap cards. Board's gonna get wiped. And then, yeah, nothing's gonna be added back off Kusanagi, but the Aramasa can still search for Haba. Yep, that is good. They won't be able to end the game because of Pot. So now, that's always good, not being able to end the game. Activate Haba. Yeah, the Dracotail players really just gotta play for, like, follow-up. So Haba, Saji, Search. They already went through one of Mirror's effects. They still have the other one, though. They could summon from deck. There's still Mirror. There's still Prayer. They haven't gone through a lot. Okay. Okay, normal Maju. That also makes me think that they're definitely not on Impulse if they have Maju and Fiendsmith in their deck. So Maju, grab out Ritual Spell. Okay, that's fine. I wish I could see Jack's full hand here. We know Ritual Spell. We know Haba. We know Prayer. Activate Ritual Spell. And then, yeah, summon from deck, tributing Haba from hand. If they have Ash, I mean, they still have Prayers, which could get them in the Fiendsmith. Which honestly is probably like the scariest thing our opponent could do. Is like set up a DDD. So we're going to go ahead and bring out Futsu, tribute Haba. Haba goes search. Yeah, I feel like DDD is probably the scariest card our opponent could put up. Like DDD, Mitsu Trap. Like start setting up a board like that where they have like tons of negates to try to beat all the follow-up. We still have Fimena in hand though, which is good. That should be able to beat Fiendsmith whenever they try to go into it. Yeah, should be able to beat that. And we have like Arthaline, Ghoulmo. Okay, yeah, we know Prayer's Trap. They have 4 in hand. Prayer's Trap. What would the other cards be? I can't even... I don't know what they'd be. I'm not sure. It wouldn't be another copy of Prayers, otherwise they would have searched Trap the first time. Bum. What's up, what's up? Not Blazing, it's coming out in a side set, so like Battles of Legend or Maze. Okay. Pan would have been so good in this matchup too. So is Dracotail the best deck after Burst? I would say right now, it's probably just going to be Dracotail. Like, that's what I would guess. They're going to go activate Simul Archfiends. and then they're gonna read that. It's gonna make it to where since they have ritual, they will not be able to resolve mirror here, which is good. Definitely did not expect that. See, that's what I'm saying. It could have been anything set. Definitely did not expect Semil Archfiends to be set. But now set battle phase tack for half damage. Okay, so tack for 17. No need to find mana at the end of main. Actually, we do have to find mana at end of main because they set one. Because they could just be going to end phase. And we don't want to miss our find mana depending on what our hand is. So find mana, use... I think that's Pan Malulu. So maybe that's why they didn't do it the first time? Is because they had Pan in hand the whole time and they only played one? So maybe that's why they didn't dump at the grave? That would make sense. Okay, so they're gonna go Chaos to pop the back row. And then they have the Pan and Malulu to go ahead set. Yeah, Futsu's Chainlink 1, and then Malulu will be able to negate it, so that's fine. But couldn't you use Pan in hand off Rahu? You could, but then you don't have the monster pop from it. And it's like, it's like we used 5 mana, so we would have missed out on a body. But we could have made up for that body if we had made SP with Arthalion Lucius and Urgula add back Lucius. I think there was just like a few misplays that Simon had made that led to the point to where we were. Because we could have had SP for follow-up here. We could have had... Yeah, because honestly, if our opponent starts with pot too, we could SP our own cards. And that wouldn't be bad. The Pan would be set up for Lucius. There'd be a lot more set up. But okay, we're going to go Prayer. And then... I couldn't tell exactly what we did there. I'm not sure why Armas is being, like, targeted. But... Oh, okay, because that was the target for Futsu, and then we chain Prayers to dodge. Okay, so now we're gonna have 3 level 4s, which is gonna give us Fiendsmith combo. That is pretty good. When they turn Excepton Knight into the next thing, though, we can summon back out. Okay, so we're gonna set Rahu. Yeah, negate Saji, I guess, sure, and then Pan set, and then pop. Okay, Hey, shout out to everyone who's been following, by the way. Shout out to Terminal Duelist for the follow, and Mill Last King 11. Thank you. I appreciate you. I truly do. Okay, they're gonna go ahead set Flame so that way they can flame on their own turn to try to hit like Prayers. This is what I'm saying. Like, imagine if we. But I guess we put ourselves in a position where we had like almost had the Chain Horn. I was gonna say, like, imagine if we were able to set Sting there though. Like, that's a big difference. Like, Sting is a lot better to have set than Flame here. Futsu's gonna go ahead search now. Yeah. That's so tough, like. So tough. Like, if we let our opponent go to battle too. Because, like, they could have. I think they probably would have went battle. And then Prayers, Tribute, Futsu, get access to the level 4s. And then maybe start main phase 2 and just make Babushka, because that card's still legal in TCG for some reason. Not sure. Okay, they are thinking here. They have the level 4s to Fiendsmith. Unless they sided it out or banished it off pot, which I doubt they would. The extra X pretty free in Pure Mitsu. Especially, like, going second. Like, going first, it's, like, I guess a little bit more tight, but going second is pretty open. Hey, shout out to Merc McNasty for the sub at tier 1. Thank you. I appreciate it. I will be streaming more. Like I said in the last stream, I am basically completely full sober, completely dialed in. So, you know, we're going to be out here grinding. We're going to be out here grinding in 2026. And like I said, Triv got that influence on me now. I feel like I need to grind more than Triv does. I feel like that's just what I feel like. It's like a competition almost. Even though it's not like a competition. I haven't even talked to him about it, but it feels like a competition almost. Okay, so we're gonna go draw face Dynamondo in the Murakumo. Not wiping though. Yeah, that'd be dumb. Just set up the negate. They have flame set for some reason. Activate Ketsu. Should have set 2 Rahus last turn, especially if we had Ketsu in hand already. Actually, I guess I'm fine with this. I think I'm fine with this. They're going to make us discard one. I can't tell what we had to discard. Yeah, I can't tell what that card is. We're going to go ahead, add Urgula, use Urgula, Lucius. Urgula's really good there too. We have Phyrexial Engrave. Summon Arthalion. Now new Chain Link. Okay, our opponent's trap is engraved. So that's something we need to be cautious about. There's also not a whole lot of time left. Not a whole lot of time left. Only 8 minutes. Definitely do not want to end this in a double loss. Round 4. Okay, chaining the trap card onto Futsu. Reads the trap card. Yeah, I mean, should resolve. Summon out. Yeah, bring out Guillemot. Futsu was on board to see that. So now, hold on, let me take this out. Fucking Futsu's on field to see that, so Futsu can summon back out like Murakumo here if we want. Set Rahu, pop prayers. Okay. Add back off Arthalion. Did they? So they Arthalion target Murakumo to force out the trap engrave. Okay. Now they're gonna be able to Futsu summon Aramasa, Murakumo summon itself out, go search. Dracotail is still fine here. If they Murakumo wipe, they still get Pan, which is broken. We added back Phyrexial off the Arthalion already. Okay. We have Pan to summon back. Yeah, Arthalion summon itself. Pan bring out Malulu. We don't have 5 mana in hand, but we have Urgula to add it back. And we still have Phyrexial into Lucius. We aren't locked, but we can't go for SP. We literally can't. There's not enough time to go for that card. We'll run out of time. We can never win if we do it. Lucius search. Malulu can fuse into another Arthalion. Secretarion. Our opponent has Futsu though. That's tough. Like not being able to kill here and there's like no time left. Yeah, they gotta play faster if they ever actually want a chance of winning, because they can't win this turn. It's not gonna happen. So use Arthalion off board, Pan from hand, bring out Phyla. But I can't summon that. I can only summon Dracotail. So yeah, it's like same with Rahu. Like both those can only summon Dracotail. Fiendsmith can summon. Fiendsmith and Ketsu can bring out like Spellcaster dragons. So they're gonna go ahead Malulu plus Pan, bring out Arthalion. And now new Chain Link. We have Pan. We have Malulu. We're gonna go ahead set Ketsu. Whatever we pop, they could just tribute like Aramasa to protect. They need to play faster. Yeah, Saji tribute, Saji go search. It's so tough because the opponent's gonna have so much follow-up. And we only set ourselves up to have 1 trap on the next turn. Nah, this game's over. Yeah, see those little mistakes. Not making the SP turn 1. Being able to add back Lucius. We should have had Pan engrave. Horn being forced to bounce Lucius meant that we didn't have Sting live. Maybe we just shouldn't have used 5 mana, but like if they go battle, it's kind of tough. But if we have Pan in hand, then we should have let them go battle, because we don't care if they make Babushka. Because then we can Pan pop it. Okay, I can't tell who won there, to be honest. I feel like Simon's the one who admitted defeat, because they were definitely not in the advantage position. Okay, yeah, Jack won. That's crazy that Jack won that game. There's no way. There's no way. Actually skill diff the opponent. That was nice to see. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, new time rules just forces you to know when you have truly lost. Yeah.